Have you ever thought of a language as a way of looking into the past?
For linguists, language is one window onto human history and prehistory.
Not only a window into the way people used to speak, but also who they used to talk to, where they came from, and the ways they used to live their lives.
Linguists have cracked many of the mysteries hidden within language. They know how to analyse similarities and differences between languages in order to decipher the evidence that is left to us, both in ancient texts as well as in today's spoken languages.
And they can use this to build up a rich picture of the human past.
So how many of these windows onto the human past do we have?
We live in a world where more than 6,000 different languages are used.
Linguists have shown that some of these languages diversified from a single ancestor, and so there are around 150 different language families worldwide.
This is a huge number of individual access points into our human past.
Did you know that Malagasy, the language spoken in Madagascar, has its origins in the Southeast Asian island of Borneo? What does this tell us about the first people to live on Madagascar?
Did you know that the way we understand how language changes over time is through studying how individual speakers use language today?
For example, studying how bilingual speakers use their two languages in everyday conversation helps us to understand how languages in multilingual communities are likely to change over time, and how this differs from monolingual communities.
Do you use grammatical structures such as "and then she was like," "and then I was like," or "and then he's gone"?
Perhaps your teachers and parents tell you that it's not proper English grammar.
But did you know that from these new ways of using language, we can learn how our social networks shape the way and the speed with which language changes?
Or did you know that through language we can reconstruct a picture of how the first people settled the Pacific over 3,000 years ago?
From language, we know the kinds of canoes they travelled in and the methods of navigation they relied on.
Have you ever noticed that emotions are often described with metaphors relating to body parts?
For example, in English we may say that an uncaring person is cold-hearted.
Exploring the origins and development of these kinds of metaphors across different languages helps us understand how the language we use influences the way we think and how it shapes our cultural practices.
Language plays a role in all of our lives.
Interested in learning more?
Participate in Language Across Time.